The bell, and this one is going to be a classic between two classical wrestlers. But the difference here is Kevin Ballenger, who has been wrestling every bit of 20 years, is one of the finest technical wrestlers in the history of APW. You might have to put him on par with a guy like Anthony Henry, maybe Pat Roach. He's got the talent. I think he's finally motivated.
So we'll see if they've got similar styles, but as we know, Pat Roach does have the weight advantage in this matchup.
He does, but Kevin Ballenger is skilled in the martial arts. He's one of the finest technical wrestlers in our company. He's been here for off and on the entire 16-year run and has been one of those guys that you can always count on. He never complains. He is just, you have to make him challenge for a championship. Like, it took a long time. And I don't know if it was anxiety. I don't know if it was intimidation. But somebody somewhere along the way here in the last 6 to 8 months before he returned to APW told Kevin Ballenger that it is time to turn it on. Maybe he realized Father Time is catching up with him and he's only got so long. But, hey.
You know the old saying, he ages like wine. Seems like the more experience he gets in the ring, the better he gets.
Absolutely, and right now he's in trouble because the weight of Pat Roach alone on a headlock takeover could really put a guy down, and Ballenger rolled him right through and was able to sit out.
And we see Ballenger trying to struggle to get out of the headlock there, but he's got it wrenched in good.
He absolutely does, and each time he's got it in, if you'll watch that elbow, he's driving it in to the sternum of Ballenger. But Ballenger, if anybody can take Pat Roach to the limit and just wrestle the man. I mean, Ballenger's fought guys way bigger than Pat Roach and turned them inside out.
It's true. We've seen it ourselves.
Hey, I've been out with Ballenger before, and this happened in a bar. I'm not talking about here at APW. The first bar fight I'd ever seen where it turned into a wrestling match immediately. One guy swung. Kevin Ballenger had him tied in a knot. The police didn't even arrest Ballenger.
Wow.
But he took him to the police in a half Nelson cross-faced chicken wing. And I think a bouncer started carrying his legs at that point. But, hey, tonight he's fighting a bouncer. I mean, this guy used to be a federal agent before he decided to be a professional wrestler, something that he's trained in since he was a very, very young man, an early teen. And that's why he is so skilled in wrestling like Frank Gotch.
One of the all-time greats.
You don't remember Frank Gotch. You couldn't tell if he's an all-time great. I don't remember Frank Gotch. And, everybody here and everybody listening knows I know more about wrestling than you, right?
Oh, boy. Let's just leave that and let's just focus on the match.
For you guys in the truck, don't you agree? Yeah, I don't think the guys in the truck are listening.
Yeah.
They're trying to produce a show, and we're out here arguing about who knows what. Right now, I know that Kevin.
That can of worms.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, though, Pat Roach trying to do it look like a cross-face submission.
And that's one of the holds that has put people down before, and Kevin Ballenger is in serious trouble. But see how he sits out of each of those holds every time Pat Roach gets a hold of him from behind on the upper body. Kevin Ballenger finds a way to wrestle out, but on that clothesline, there was no wrestling out of that one.
No, it's head and neck, hello to arm.
Absolutely. And it is a little rougher than just hello. It's like, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
It's like running into a never mind.
And then after that, he chokes him on the middle rope, so it's doing more damage to the neck.
And this is uncharacteristic of Pat Roach. Pat Roach is somebody who has made his name here in APW as a classic mat wrestler. And, we just saw him 2 weeks ago.
What, too long ago?
2 weeks ago, he was challenging Stevie Ray Frost for the Southern States Heavyweight Championship. And one hell of a match that was. And Stevie Ray Frost, being the man that he is, found a way to spike him with a pile driver, doing what he does best. And Pat Roach was out of it.
Speaking of out of it, Ballenger's got some momentum.
He just put Pat Roach on his back for the first time in this match since they were wrestling on the mat. And now this has turned into a plain old pro wrestling match.
Ooh. Looks like Pat Roach is working on the neck again, just like earlier.
That's not working on the neck, Rick Page. That is a chokehold. That's why referee Jen is counting and admonishing him right now.
Oh.
Did he put his hands on the official?
He almost did. Ooh, you're a noggy.
I would fire a man for that. Especially that man. I don't really like him.
I don't think many people here do in the APW arena as well.
But, I would take Jacob Ashworth with me when I fired him just so I had a witness.
And a bodyguard.
Well, no, a witness. You always want a third person in a meeting.
Oh!
And that was some kind of cutter that Pat Roach was not expecting. And Ballenger may have a shot here. Ballenger could pull off an upset.
Oh!
Come on, Ballenger.
Oh!
And an axe kick.
Kick.
Oh, and he got him. Did he get him? That was 3. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we just saw a huge upset. It was close, but close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
Hey.
He got the 3 count.
Indeed he did.